So human digestive system. So now let us know what is digestion. So digestion means the process of conversion of large macromolecules into small minute molecules is called digestion. So human being belongs to heterotrophic type of nutrition because of it depends on plants for food directly or indirectly. So the human digestive system have one important organ, that is the alimentary canal. Human digestive system have one important organ that is called alimentary canal or food pipe or gut. So the alimentary canal or the food pipe start with the mouth, start with the mouth, end with the anus, end with the anus. So alimentary canal, it is a long tube, start with mouth and end with the anus. So generally nearly 8 parts are present. So the alimentary canal nearly consists 8 parts. So the first part is mouth. So the start with the mouth, after that oral cavity, and oral cavity also called buccal cavity, then pharynx, the esophagus, after esophagus, stomach, after stomach, small intestine, it is a long tube compared with the all other parts of the alimentary canal. Small intestine, after there will be a large intestine, the folded part which is outside, it is called a large intestine. Large intestine end with the rectum and then anus. They are the parts. So let us take first one is the mouth, second one is the oral cavity or buccal cavity, third one is the pharynx, fourth one is the fourth one is the esophagus, fifth one is the stomach, sixth one is the small and small intestine, seventh one is the large intestine, eighth one is the rectum, ninth one is the anus. So these are the parts present to the alimentary canal. Now in each part, in mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. In each part of the alimentary canal, there will be variety kind of process, that is physical and chemical process are occurred. Mainly when you take in mouth physical as well as chemical changes are occurred. So after keeping football into the mouth, the keeping of football into the mouth is called ingestion. INGET, ingestion. It is important, not injection, ingestion. INGESTION. Ingestion means keeping up the football into the mouth is called ingestion. After ingestion, in the mouth, what happened? The football undergo physical and chemical changes. Physical changes mainly by the teeth. You know that teeth are four kinds. Scissors, premolars and molars. There will be four kind of teeth and 32 teeth are present. And by the teeth, large particles are converted to small particle. This is the physical change. Now chemical changes. So what you know that in inside the mouth means in buccal cavity there is a uh, salivary glands are present. There are three pairs of salivary glands are present. They secrete saliva. Saliva is also called tyalin or salivary amylase. So once again, salivary glands secrete saliva, also called tyalin, also called salivary amylase. This saliva act on carbohydrates which are present in the food. So saliva act on carbohydrates. So this is the chemical change. So after that, after undergoing football physical change by the teeth, chemical change by the saliva. Now you know that for thoroughly digestion, breakdown of the food material in the mouth, tongue is help to the perceiving, grinding, and cutting. Tongue help to the move here and there in the mouth. So next, buccal cavity. You know that the space in the mouth is called buccal cavity. After that, there will be pharynx. After mouth, after buccal cavity, next part pharynx. Pharynx is a junction, a place where the oxygen and oxygen and air and food here joins. From here to air goes to larynx, food goes to esophagus. So now the football enter into the esophagus. So in the esophagus, it is a long tube. There is no physical and chemical changes. So this is the long tube here. From here to here, it is the esophagus. So there is no physical and chemical changes. Through in esophagus, the food moves from pharynx to stomach. Pharynx to stomach. So now this is the stomach here. Stomach, it is a muscular bag. Now here sphincters are present. By the sphincters from the, so you know that in esophagus football moves in a wavy manner. It is important. In esophagus football moves as a wavy manner. The wavy manner movements of the football is called peristaltic movements. Peristaltic movements. So by the peristaltic movements, the football enter into the stomach. Stomach, here the food stored nearly 6 hours in the stomach. So stomach, in the stomach, the football undergo physical and chemical changes. The walls of the stomach, the cells of wall of stomach contract and relaxed. Due to contract relaxed, bolus moves here and there in the stomach. And stomach wall secrete a juice is called gastric juice. Gastric juice consists HCl and enzymes. HCl helps to kill the harmful microbes. Now the that is enzymes pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin. So pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin. These are act on carbohydrates. Sorry, proteins. So proteins are digested by the pepsin, trypsin, chymotrypsin. So here the physical chemical, a lot of chemical changes, lot of physical changes that takes place in the stomach. So that it is called now chyme. Whatever finally in the stomach, the bolus is called chyme. So the chyme now then pass to the small intestine. Small intestine, it is a long tube. First part is duodenum, second ileum and jejunum. So the small intestine have three parts. First part is duodenum, second part ileum, and third part is jejunum. So that is a small intestine is a long tube. Already I said the first part is duodenum. It is a U-shaped. Second part is the jejunum, and last part is the ileum. That is you have to keep in your mind. So previous what I said is just what wrong, but you can correct it. That is as a first part of the small intestine is duodenum. Second part of the small intestine is jejunum, and the third part is the ileum. In the small intestine, most important process, that is absorption, is occurred. The small intestine consists of finger-like projections are called villi. By the villi, absorption is occurred, means transporting of important materials from small intestine into the blood is called absorption. So in small intestine, absorption is occurred. So very, very important this one, absorption. What is absorption? Absorption means transporting of nutrients from small intestine into blood. How it is means by the villi. Villi are the finger-like structures which are present in the small intestine, So another physical, the mainly chemical changes are carried out in the small intestine. Succus entericus, cholecystokinin, and other enzymes are secreted. So another thing I forgotten here in the small intestine, U-shaped part where both sides, right side liver is present, left side pancreas is present. Right side liver secrete bile juice. Bile juice contain bile pigments and bile salts. There is no enzymes. It is here and it is important in examination level. The juice which does not contain the enzymes is called bile juice. Bile juice is secreted by which organ? Liver. So liver secreted bile juice. Bile juice does not have any enzymes. They have only pigments and salts. And pancreas is opens into the left side of the duodenum, and pancreas secrete two enzymes, that is hormones. One is insulin, another one is glucagon. Insulin helps to convert the excessive glucose into glycogen, whereas glucagon is helps to convert the glycogen into glucose. So then from the small intestine, food goes to the large intestine, where the small intestine is joints in the large intestine. There a thumb like structure we can see, that is called appendix. So appendix, a part present between large intestine and small intestine. This sometimes helps to store the bacteria and other microbes. Sometimes it is involved in the digest. Most of the time, means 99.9%, the role of the appendix is zero. So that scientists considered as a appendix vestigial organ. So appendix is a vestigial organ in our body. From the large intestine, the highly concentrated fecal matter is finally enter into the rectum. From the rectum into the by the anus expelled outside. The process of expelling of fecal matter by the anus is called defecation. Is called defecation. So let us discuss another important table here regarding enzymes. This table is very, very important. So in 10th class board exam, mainly you must concentrate on table items. So sometimes in long answers there will be, so this is the enzyme chart. So this chart is very, very important in examination level. Just now already we discussed. So enzyme chart, this one. So first enzyme tyline secreted by the salivary glands, in which place means buccal cavity or oral cavity. The juice is called saliva, on which it acts means carbohydrates. After acting saliva on the carbohydrates converted into maltose sugars. Next, another one, pepsin. Pepsin secreted by the gastric glands, which are present in the stomach walls. That is stomach. That juice is called gastric juice. Act on proteins. So pepsin act on proteins and then convert into peptones. Pepsin enzyme act on proteins. Proteins convert into peptones. Next, bile juice. Already I said bile juice secreted by the liver. It does not have any enzyme. It is important in examination. It will come damn sure. Given below which juice does not contain enzymes means bile juice. This bile juice secreted by the liver into the duodenum. Duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. The juice is called bile juice, and mainly bile juice consists of salts and pigments. These salts acts on fats, then fats convert into fatty acids, small globules. This process is called emulsification. Emulsification means digestion of fats by the bile juice. So after acting on fats, so when the bile juice act on fats, fats convert to small fatty acids and a glycerol. That process is called emulsification. So emulsification is nothing but the process of converting of fats into fatty acids and glycerol is called emulsification. It is carried out by the bile juice, which are by salts which are present in the bile juice. Next one is amylase. Amylase secreted pancreas organ into the duodenum. Pancreatic juice acts on carbohydrates and carbohydrates convert to maltose. So trypsin secreted by the pancreas into the duodenum. Duodenum is the first part of the small intestine, and pancreatic juice. Trypsin act on proteins. Proteins convert into peptones. Whereas lipase. So lipase secreted by the pancreas and into the duodenum and consists pancreatic juice acts on fats. Fats into fatty acids and glycerol. So these important. So these three. So keep in our mind amylase, trypsin, lipase. These three enzymes, amylase already we know that carbohydrates acts and convert into maltose. Trypsin enzyme acts on proteins convert into peptones. Lipase enzyme acts on fats, fats convert into fatty acids and glycerol. Whereas peptidases, these are secreted by the intestinal glands, that is small intestine, consist intestinal juice, acts on peptidases. Peptidases convert into peptides. So peptidases acts on peptides. Peptides convert into amino acids. Sucrase. This enzyme acts on sucrose, convert into glucose. So these are the 8 enzymes are given. These enzymes are very, very important in examination. This entire table is most important in examination level. This table will chance to appear in examination level. So mainly you have to go through that enzyme and functions, acts on result. These three columns keep in your mind. First and fifth and sixth. This table is important.